welcome to another episode of Dark Dialogue Shadow Chat Sessions. I'm your host, John.
And I'm Angela.
And this is the show where we just talk about a bunch of nonsensical shit and make fun of people and act like idiots and have a good time. Not have to be serious or worry about much at all. So, Angela, how's it going tonight?
It is well. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm really doing good. Yeah. Coming along. So, you ready to jump, dive, slither, crawl?
All the things.
Do into this new episode of craziness?
Yeah, let's army crawl into it this time.
We're going to army crawl into it? All right. So, should we start with our strange headline segment?
No, let's start in the middle.
Man tries to steal lawnmower during police chase and mows the lawn first. Because nothing says master criminal like stopping to mow someone's lawn during a police chase. When police in Port Arthur tried to arrest 40-year-old Marcus Hubbard on outstanding warrants, he did what any completely logical person would do. He bolted, not in a car, not even on a bike. No, Marcus fled into a random backyard, fired up the homeowner's lawnmower, and proceeded to mow the lawn mid-pursuit. Why? No one knows. Maybe he thought a freshly cut lawn would be his ticket to freedom? Spoiler, it wasn't. He was caught shortly after, hiding in the same yard and charged with multiple offenses, though sadly not with landscaping under duress. My take, Marcus Hubbard, fugitive, felon, and part-time lawn care enthusiast. Honestly, if you're going to get arrested, at least leave behind a well-manicured crime scene. So, is this the first time that yard work has been entered as evidence?
My brain, but probably not.
It probably isn't. I don't know if we're going to come across a lot of first when we're talking about dipshits, right? Because, yeah, they're prolific.
I think he was trying to cancel out a bad deed with a good deed, maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking about all you guy could think of is he just kind of was hoping to blend in and just be like,
I'm just cutting the lawn.
I'm just mowing my grass. So, but should this count as community service, time served?
Perhaps. I mean, a couple minutes at least.
I mean, could you imagine being the homeowner? I mean, technically my lawnmower got stolen, but they used it to mow my lawn. So.
And they didn't leave the property with it.
Right.
So that's just kind of a landscaping joyride.
I guess so. It's a bizarro one, I'll tell you what. So can we start a landscaping crew called Mow and Flee?
Yes.
I think it would be a good one. All right, so you ready for our conspiracy corner?
Always.
The phantom moth with human hands, a military hybrid gone wrong?
Interesting.
What? Eyewitnesses claim that they've seen a moth-like creature with freakishly human hands, a rumored product of military bioengineering that escaped its cage. In the dense forest near the Blue Ridge Parkway, stories of a bizarre humanoid insect hybrid have been fluttering their way across conspiracy boards and back alley TikToks. Witnesses report a massive moth with a wingspan over 6 feet and, most unsettlingly, distinctively human hands, 5 fingers, knuckles, and all, flapping alongside its grotesque frame. Government whistleblowers allege that it was part of a DARPA surveillance experiment gone haywire, designed to silently infiltrate enemy territory with human dexterity. Instead, it now lurks near power lines and remote cabins, its hands smacking windows like it's trying to get in. Or maybe wave hello. My take? Mothra had lasers. This one has jazz hands. If this is the future of surveillance tech, I'm investing in blackout curtains and bug spray laced with holy water.
My take? Mothman and Tinkerbell's love child.
It's kind of fitting. So if it claps, should we applaud or run?
Well, if it's what I think it is, you should stick around because it means you'll live. No, that you have to clap for the fairies to live. Never mind.
Yeah.
You
got to clap to bring the fairies back to life.
Yeah. Okay, then I don't. Encore. Perhaps. Let's see what else it'll do.
Yeah, I got nothing on this one. I don't have a clue. How do you even arrest something like that?
With tiny handcuff.
It said its freaking wingspan is 6 feet.
Oh, I thought it had tiny hands, though.
This thing is as big as me.
Then you need one of those, what is that? Hippo nets? They're the big guns that you shoot and the nets have balls on them. And
I don't know what they're called. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what they're called.
That's what you need. You're going to find it from Hatari, the John Wayne movie, Hatari.
Think we can train it to open pickle jars?
Maybe that's what's happening at Walmart right now.
What are you talking about?
There have been a rash of open pickle jars at Walmart.
Our Walmart?
Yeah.
So some asshat is going out there opening the pickle jars.
Yep, I think so.
A worthless piece of shit that he is.
I think so.
That pisses me off, man.
It irritates me when people mess with, and that's a federal law now, isn't it? That you don't.
Probably.
I think it is.
After the Tylenol murders, probably. I don't know, but man, that's jacked up. And even if they're not like messing with it, but these people I've seen people like go in and open a package of bacon and go through it to make sure that it was all good bacon. And when they don't like it, they just leave it laying there. And
yeah.
That's theft, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You might as well stick it in your pants and walk out with it because the store can't resell that shit.
They can't. There's an iguana in there already.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be steaks in there too. All right. You ready for our Reddit rabbit hole?
Yep.
My basement sewer smells like perfume and whispers at night.
What are you bitching about? Move on.
A Reddit user insists that their sewer isn't just clogged, it's haunted and oddly fragrant. User You Under My Floorboards describes a nightly routine where their unfinished basement fills with an intense lilac scent around 3:14 a.m. So this ghost is apparently very punctual because they usually wait till 3:33.
Yeah, it's early.
They set up motion detectors and were shocked to hear whispering voices, faint giggles, and what sounded like high heels tapping against concrete. The plumbing company said nothing's wrong. Paranormal Tic Tac exploded with theories. A spectral flapper girl, a cursed perfume ad, or a residual haunting with flair. Someone even offered to send sage via DoorDash. It's now a popular haunted location on Reddit maps. My take? It's bad enough when a ghost whispers. It's worse when it smells like it just walked out of a buy 3, get 3 free deal at Bath & Body Works. So, do ghosts take perfume breaks?
Apparently so. And I appreciate it, Alan.
I mean, I have heard of that with like
Phantom
hauntings
smells
and stuff, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah. Phantom smells of like cigars or perfumes.
Or perfumes.
Mhm.
I've heard of that in like the paranormal haunting shit. So I suppose it's possible. Why do haunted things always smell like grandma's bathroom?
Maybe it's a portal. Grandma's bathroom is a portal and they actually come through it. So.
Maybe so. I don't know. It's probably cheap perfume too. I couldn't handle it. I'm telling you straight up. I could not handle it if it's like cheap perfume.
If it's lilac, I can handle it better than lavender. The strong lavender, I cannot.
I love the smell of lavender. Like real lavender, not like the chemical.
No, real, yes.
shit.
Real is different.
Yeah.
Lavender oil that's actually derived from lavender. But if it's too pure, it's not mixed with something, it's too strong.
It's the chemical-y shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell right.
Way too strong.
Because lavender, like real lavender, if you pick lavender and put it in your house, I mean, You smell it. It's a pretty strong smell, but it's not like it's just like a nice aroma.
Yeah.
It's not like overpowering, but then some of that shit just gives me a headache. So should we call a plumber, an exorcist, or a marketing agent?
Why not all three?
There you go.
Well, no, because if you're going to make money off of it, then you don't want the plumber to fix it.
This is true.
So maybe call the marketing agent first.
If you're going to make money, you probably don't want it exorcised either.
Yeah. Call the marketing agent first. Yeah, but the exorcist, you could get him to at least tell you if it's there. Maybe you want a medium instead. Marketing agents and a medium. See how that goes for a while. If it doesn't work out, get the exorcist.
I guess I want to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's my plan.
I wouldn't run to Reddit. I know that.
No.
All right. So you ready for the dipshit's diary?
Yeah.
Dipshit Diaries.
Number 1, woman tries to steal a semi-truck while it was moving. A woman in Nevada attempted to commandeer a moving semi-truck by climbing onto the side, screaming that she was late for destiny and pulling on the door while the truck barreled down I-80. In a move that would have made a Fast and Furious stunt double reconsider their life choices, 27-year-old Rachel Whitmore leapt onto a moving semi-truck near Elko. Witnesses say that she sprinted from the median, grabbed the side of the cab, and began pounding on the window, demanding that the driver stop. The driver, understandably terrified, radioed for help as he slowed down onto the shoulder. Rachel then attempted to open the passenger door while screaming, "I was chosen for this mission." She was arrested shortly thereafter, trying to scale the fuel tank. Police later determined that she was under the influence of, well, everything, apparently. My take, this is not how you answer Destiny's Call. This is how you end up in the county lockup with skid marks on your soul.
She looked perfectly sober to me.
Yeah, to me too. So what kind of mission starts with hijacking an 18-wheeler at 70 miles an hour?
It depends on what it's full of.
I mean, the truck driver's a freaking nice guy. He pushed the brakes instead of like
flinging her off?
Yeah. Hitting the gas and jacking it on up to about 100 or something to see how well she could hold on.
Yeah, I don't think I would have slowed down.
I don't know what the hell I would have done.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like some shit you see in The Walking Dead.
Right?
No.
And she kind of looked like she was auditioning for it.
Did. Somebody bailing onto your truck and pounding on the windows, screaming about,
"I was chosen for this mission."
Yeah.
Mission impossible, bitch. Get off my truck.
So do you think she was trying to join Optimus Prime or just high enough to see Cybertron?
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Nobody talks to Optimus Prime.
Like, I don't think I ever talked about Elko, Nevada. And then all of a sudden we started Rocky Mountain Reckoning and we spent like 6 years in Elko, Nevada.
Yeah.
And now it just seems to pop up all the freaking times. Yeah. I don't know. But should the trucker get hazard pay for surviving a surprise audition for Mad Max 5?
Really do think so.
I think so too, man.
And a massage and like an all expenses paid weekend somewhere to decompress.
Driver of the Year award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A golden steering wheel.
There you go.
I like it.
Number 2, Florida man drives a Zamboni to Taco Bell. After being denied a ride by his friends, a Florida man stole a Zamboni from his skating rink and drove it to the Taco Bell because, in his words, nachos don't wait. So police responded to reports of a slow-moving vehicle weaving through traffic around 3 a.m. Witnesses were confused but not surprised to see 31-year-old Travis Slick Jenkins atop a Zamboni, humming the Top Gun theme while plodding along at 5 miles an hour toward a drive-thru. Turns out, Travis had been drinking at a local hockey rink, got locked in, and spotted the keys left in the Zamboni. When asked by officers why he thought this was a good idea, he replied, "It's not illegal if it's cool." He was arrested for DUI and grand theft of an ice smoothing machine. My take? The only thing smoother than that ride was the cheese on his Crunch Wrap Supreme.
If I don't get my plates put on in time and I get pulled over, I'm using that line.
It's not illegal if it's cool.
And it's cool.
Yeah, that was a pretty damn good line, honestly. So, would a Zamboni be street legal if you put turn signals on it?
I think anything they make street legal if you put turn
I
signals
think
and a
pretty
license
much
plate
anything,
on it.
yeah.
You can probably do a little Barbie Corvette if you put turn signals on it.
I mean, let me be perfectly clear, do not drive drunk. But if you're gonna drive drunk, a Zamboni is a pretty good vehicle to pick.
This is true.
You're not gonna go all that fast. I think top speed would maybe be 5 miles an hour.
Dozers, because they can really only go 5-10 miles an hour.
Yeah, but have you?
Yeah, they have all. Never mind. No dozers. No.
Do you know about Killdozer? You don't know about Killdozer? Oh man, this freaking dude in Colorado, Guffey, Colorado. He got like in a pissing match with his neighbors and stuff, and he decided that the whole town was out to get him, and so he bought this huge ass bulldozer and parked it into his shop, and then moved into his shop, lived there full time as he was building this thing. He covered the entire cab in like 1/2-inch plate steel and put like gun slots out of it and everything. And then one morning he just started at the neighbor's place, and they had like a concrete plant, started there and like bulldozed everything, and then just went through town bulldozing buildings. I think he took out like City Hall.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. And they were trying everything to stop him. They were shooting at it, but he had 1/2-inch plate steel all around it. They couldn't get anything through it. They tried one cop who was like a hero because he jumped on top of this thing, and he's trying to freaking, nope, nothing. This went on and on like all day.
How do I not know about this?
I don't know. And they were trying to get it shut down. And then finally he ran into, I'm pretty sure it was the hardware store, and he didn't realize that it had a basement. And so one track went down, and so he got stuck.
Awesome.
And then after he sat there trying to get it out, couldn't get it out, he shot himself, killed himself.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's like a documentary called Killdozer, and it's actually a really good documentary. And I mean, you come out at the end of it, like, you're not really sure whether the guy had a legitimate beef, because all the people that knew him said he was like coolest freaking guy, would help anybody out. And like the city and shit just fought with him and pick, poke. But once he decided to take a bulldozer and destroy people's shit, then he loses all sympathy for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. Didn't kill anybody except himself. But
that's amazing.
I mean, he like destroyed the town. It was a little town. It might not have been Guffey, but it was one. I think it was in Saguache County, if I remember right. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But
wow,
Killdozer, yeah, dude, like wiped out a freaking town back early mid 90s, maybe somewhere around in there, maybe something like that. Yeah. So anyway, back to the Zamboni. And yeah, so no, bulldozers are not a good drunk driving vehicle.
No, I take it back. I do.
Because wow, do they ever destroy some shit?
Yeah.
So is it still grand theft if it's only going 5 miles an hour?
I don't think the speed in which it can travel contributes to the grand theftery.
I think you're probably right. So,
Pretty sure Zamboni's cost enough to be Grand Factory.
so what exactly is the Taco Bell to jail ETA on a vehicle that's designed for ice?
Hi. Is it always Taco Bell? Well, I guess it was Chick-fil-A, but why is
Taco Bell comes up in a lot of these.
Yeah.
Taco Bell and Waffle House at this point, I think, are running neck and neck. I don't know why, but yeah.
That's insane.
I don't know. I got nothing on that one.
Well, that's weird. Nachos wait for no one.
It's not illegal if it's cool.
It's true.
I'm putting that into my brain to remember, or I'm going to use that.
Yeah,
lot.
I have to use that sometime.
You're going to hear that pop up on the show from now on, actually.
It's not illegal if it's cool.
Yep. All right. So number 3, man caught stealing security camera on camera. A would-be thief was caught red-handed by the very camera that he was trying to steal. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, a man decided to add a shiny new security camera to his 5-finger discount collection. But instead of, disabling the device first, he went full genius mode and tried to yank it off the wall while it was actively recording. The homeowner, who was away at work, received a motion alert and watched in real time as the thief struggled with the camera, got frustrated, flipped at the bird, and then smiled, all while his face was perfectly framed. Police later confirmed the footage, helped identify him within 24 hours because nothing screams master criminal like giving the camera a selfie. My take? This is like trying to rob a bank by handing the teller your driver's license and headshot. The man didn't just commit a crime. He filmed his own audition tape for the dumbest criminals live. So should Ring offer a criminal headshot of the month calendar?
Yeah.
I think they probably could, man. You know how many freaking criminals are caught on Ring door cams and shit anymore? I know when I was in Colorado, there was a shooting in my neighborhood. And no, I didn't live in a shitty part of town. I lived in a really nice neighborhood. But there was some freaking people that moved in across the way from us. And they were partying all the time. And one night shots were fired. I had no freaking clue until I get a knock on the door the next day. And got 2 cops standing there. And they were like, "We noticed you have security cameras. Would you mind checking your footage to see?" And I was like, I checked. It didn't catch anything, but I was like, yeah, that's got to be freaking handy for cops, man.
No doubt.
Something happens, they just look around at all the different cameras that people have on their houses now and go knock on their doors. And, that was Chris Watts, that worthless piece of shit. A lot of that was caught by his neighbor's security cameras.
Yep.
And his neighbor was like, to the cop, he's like, "You kidding? He's not acting normal. This guy's up this.
Yeah.
I mean, that neighbor was cool as shit, man. I'd like to shake that guy's hand because he was all over that bastard right from the start. He was like,
isn't right.
This guy's fishy as hell, man." But anyway, it's amazing to think about how many crimes are now caught on Ring cameras. And I mean, there's so many of them, the different security cameras and stuff,
Yep.
So did he think that the footage would magically disappear if he unplugged it?
Probably. He legit probably did.
Yeah, he probably think there's like a miniature tape inside there or something.
Yeah.
And why the hell are you going to steal a security camera? I mean,
there's probably beef with a neighbor and he didn't want the neighbor to see him doing his.
Maybe, but it didn't sound like the guy recognized him.
Well,
I don't know. Who knows? But
preparing for porch piracy, maybe?
Brings me to the next question, and that is there a black market for stolen security cameras?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm just asking for a friend with zero impulse control. I mean, I don't know. This one struck me because I don't know why you'd steal a security camera. I don't think you can use them.
In every movie that I see, when people walk up and they need to disable the cameras and they walk up with spray paint and they spray it. And I'm like, really?
Every time.
Really?
And they're caught on camera walking up to it.
We just saw you do that. Really?
But, as an electrician, I've been called on to install, I don't know, hundreds of security cameras for people and a lot of like the Ring and the Nest and stuff like that. They get them, but a lot of times they need electricity ran to them. And other times people just aren't comfortable doing that kind of work. So they call electricians to do it. So I've installed so many of these things I can't even count. Every one of them I've ever installed has the little QR code on the back of the device.
Yeah.
You'd snap that and add it to the customer's account. If somebody steals it and tries to use it,
Yep.
it's going to come up that
Yep.
it belongs to somebody else. You can't, that shit doesn't work that way.
Everything has a serial number, people.
Yeah, it just defies reason. I don't know, man. That's why it's in the dipshit diaries section, because
True.
they're dipshits. With that said, you ready to move on to the weird shit?
Yes.
All right.
Always.
Weird shit.
So, weird shit number 1, the whistling spirits of Graveyard Hill. In Appalachia, a hillside graveyard is said to be home to spirits that whistle songs no one remembers and no one should follow. Locals near an abandoned cemetery in rural West Virginia have passed down stories for over a century about the whistling dead. At dusk, mourners and hikers alike report hearing soft, tuneless whistling that seems to come from nowhere but moves. The phenomenon follows those who acknowledge it, growing louder until the person either flees or passes out. Some believe it's a form of spirit communication. Others say it's a trap. The whistling leads you to a part of the hill that doesn't exist on maps. A search and rescue team once followed the sound and ended up back at the graveyard with no memory of how they returned. My take? If a ghost is going to stalk me, it better have a playlist. And let's be real, if it's whistling, it's either haunted or a janitor with asthma. So, do ghosts whistle because screaming is too cliche?
Yeah, it's so 90s.
Yeah, it is.
Screaming is so 90s.
Whistling is more 1890s,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, it's back. It's retro now.
Yeah. I gotta say, man, there is some creepy shit in the hills of West Virginia. I mean, that's old freaking country, man.
Yeah.
You get running around those hills back there.
It's very old, yeah.
You might be talking about this graveyard. It might be from the 1700s. We're talking old.
How?
It's a beautiful state. It's freaking, I loved West Virginia. It's a gorgeous state, but man, you get back up in the hills and there's some interesting shit and some interesting people back up in there.
I bet there is.
Yep. Great people. I really like them. It's interesting in the Ohio Valley area where I lived, all the people are the same and they all bully. It's funny as shit. That's like their nature. And so when I moved out there and I'm like a Wyoming guy and I respond to bullying by bullying back. So they're like, I don't know, like this one lady, I did a job for her. She refused to pay and I had taken out a bunch of trees and I'm like, okay. So I just said, back it up, dump it. And she's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm putting your tree back where I got it.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh no, I'll pay. But
Yeah.
they're so funny because they like try to bully you, you bully them back, and then they're just nice as can be. And
Like, oh, you played this game.
yeah, I mean, they're really good people, but they speak a language that you got to understand. And it's kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, they push you, you push back, everything's good.
Yeah.
If they figure out they can walk over you, then
That's
they
so
don't
good.
respect you and they're going to walk over you. But anyway, I don't know where we got off on that freaking tangent, but there's a lot of old creepy shit in West Virginia back in the hills. So it doesn't surprise me, but whistling ghosts, that's a new one for me. So can we hire one to haunt grocery stores playing the top 40 hits?
think they've already done that.
I think they probably have to. I think I'd rather listen to whistling ghosts than like some of the elevator music and shit that people play.
You don't like Muskrat Love?
No. So what happens if you whistle back? Do you start a duet or get dragged into hell?
Yeah, start a band.
Yeah.
Get the band back together.
I mean, when I was first reading through that, I was like, oh, this is getting creepy. The search and rescue team. And then they just like pop back out in the cemetery. And it's like, that was kind of anticlimactic. I was expecting, I don't know, demons or something, but you just got lost in the woods. That was it.
The demons were off that.
Apparently. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I'd never heard of it before, but there's all kinds of these freaking stories I never heard of before. Next up, weird shit number 2, the Emperor's Eternal Guard Dog.
Huh.
Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor, wasn't buried alone. He may have brought his taxidermied mastiff to the afterlife. While excavating the vast tomb complex of Qin Shi Huang, the same one that contains the terracotta army, which is freaking really cool, by the way, archaeologists discovered something strange. Among the clay soldiers was a separate chamber housing the remains of a large dog. What stood out was its unusual preservation. Bones suggest deliberate mummification, and some researchers believe that it was the emperor's personal war dog. Preserved like royalty, ancient texts describe a fierce mastiff that never left the emperor's side, even into death. This raises the possibility that ancient Chinese funeral rituals may have extended not just to servants, but to loyal animals. My take? This dog was the original ride or die. Man's best friend? Try man's afterlife security detail. You can keep your feral cats. I want a ghost bull guarding my soul.
Yes.
So, did ancient dogs get fancy burials or just royal kibble?
They better have gotten better than kibble.
Like, have you seen this tomb?
No.
With the terracotta army?
No.
It's unreal. They freaking discovered this tomb and they like get down in there. It's in a movie. Because all the terracotta guys come to life in some movie. But anyway, they like built a whole army out of clay and they're like lined them up in the entryway to this tomb. And
sounds like it's probably in The Mummy.
well, it was in a movie like The Mummy, but that wasn't in China. The terracotta army is in a movie. I just don't know which one.
Okay.
Maybe one of the Indiana Jones, I don't think was in China either. I don't know. Anyway, it's unreal. I can't, like some of those burial tombs, like the Egyptians, and like these, the amount of work that went into freaking burying somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. And with all the stuff that they had to be buried with. Yeah.
You got like a whole freaking clay army. And you got like, King Tut is like one of the most famous ones. Is why he always comes to mind. But all that ornate gold shit and the way that the Egyptians like mummified them, took all their organs out, put them in all the special jars.
Yeah.
You're talking, wow.
Weeks.
Impressive.
Yeah. Weeks of time.
Yeah. It's kind of nuts.
It's their religion.
Yeah, I was seeing this thing the other day. I was very surprised by it. I think it's freaking awesome. For the record, I really think it's cool. But natives, I think that they were Crow, but they might have been Lakota. They actually were burying their mom on a scaffold like they used to.
Huh.
Did you know they still did that?
No.
I didn't either.
No, I had no idea.
But it was the family was posting the funeral on Facebook. It was actual pictures of her up on the scaffold.
Huh.
And they'd been there. They said like the family had been working all week building the scaffold and preparing it and all that kind of stuff. I think it's really freaking cool that they're getting back to because unfortunately, a lot of the natives lost a lot of their culture,
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know, maybe that's how I want to go. I think it's a cool way. Rather than be buried, you're like put on a platform and just like return to Earth. I don't know. I think it's freaking cool. I've always had a ton of respect for it, but I thought it was really cool that they're doing it again. Anyway, completely offset.
All right. That's what we do.
So how mad do you think the Terracotta Army was about the dog being the favorite?
Probably pretty mad.
You're going to have to look this thing up because it's impressive,
I'm going to.
man. It's really cool. But I didn't know about the dog until this. I'm not surprised by it at all, but I didn't know. But it is funny, like the different burial rituals of different cultures, like the Vikings would put them on a ship. And
I know. I like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one. And, really throughout, you go through all these different societies and everybody has like a respect for the dead. They honor the dead, just totally different ways. It's fascinating to me. All right. Weird shit number 3, the rat with a human brain grown in a lab. Scientists successfully grew human brain tissue in a rat's skull. Yes, really. Researchers at Stanford University made headlines when they implanted human brain organoids, lab-grown clumps of neural cells, into live rats. Over weeks, these mini brains connected with the rat's own brain tissue, influencing their thoughts and behavior. Some rats even perform better in maze tests. The stated goal? Understanding neurological diseases and testing future drugs. But bioethicists are raising alarms. If the rats begin to experience human-like cognition, where's the line? And what happens when the rat realizes that it's smarter than its handler? My take? Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it was rats with an existential crisis and better SAT scores than your cousin Kyle.
And if it was a brain that hates rats, that's terrifying.
Yeah. So, I got to agree a little bit with the ethics people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If it develops human cognition, then that's jacked.
I don't like it. I thought shit like that was illegal.
Oh, no. But that's a tough one. I don't know.
I don't like it.
So can we teach them to file taxes while we're at it?
Might as well.
I'll tell you straight up, I've seen Jurassic Park. I don't like jacking with animals like that, man. It freaks me the hell out. The amount of times that a movie is made and then years later becomes truth.
They start doing stuff, yeah.
And I got to tell you, what was that, Michael Crichton, right? When he wrote that, I said way back then, sooner or later, this shit's going to come true. And I know this isn't cloning, but it's like the same thing, man. You don't jack with nature that way.
Yeah.
I'm not on board with it. It scares the shit out of me. So if a rat writes a novel, do we give it a book deal or an exorcism?
I want to read the book first, then I'll answer.
See how good it is?
Yeah.
Is all I keep thinking about when I was writing this was Secret in Nim.
Oh, man. Gosh.
Which was like the freaking best cartoon ever made. Yes. I love that freaking movie. Great book, too.
I gotta find that. Thanks. Jeez.
Oh, it's an awesome one, man. It's so freaking... this is why Generation Xers are like tougher than the rest, because we had cartoons like Secret of Nim where they're like things. Murdering each other and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Much better than Frozen. Much better than Disney. Secret of Nim, by the way, was not a Disney.
It was a Muppet, wasn't it? A Jim Henson thing?
No. It was its own thing. It was like an independent film, kind of like the Never Ending Story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I will say, though, that Robin Hood, another one of my favorite cartoons, was a Disney, but it was early Disney. So that's it. And Roger Miller did the soundtrack. So it gets a pass.
Yeah, it makes it all better.
That's the best Disney cartoon ever made. Hands down. Nothing even compares to that. God, that's a good cartoon. Anyway, is this how Planet of the Rats starts?
I would assume so, yes.
I think so too. Yep.
And I'm terrified.
I'd rather have apes, man. Rats freak me out. They carry all kinds of diseases. They're nasty. I'm sorry for all you rat lovers out there. You can have them.
Rats and mice make me feel violated like no other.
They're so freaking gross.
It's disgusting. I can't.
Over the course of my life, I've lived in some places that were mouse infested. Mm-hmm. I have woken up in the middle of the night to mice running across me and that kind of thing. And yeah, man, they gross me out.
It is such a violation.
Even finding like mouse shit on your counters and stuff, even if you don't see them, but you just know they've been there.
Torch it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Just the.
But then, like, if they get on your bed when you're sleeping at night or something, I'm like, yeah. So I took the kids to Mesa Verde and I lined up this Airbnb, which is like this old cabin that was built in like the early 1800s. And the place was really freaking cool, but absolutely infested with mice. And so, yeah, I didn't leave a bad review, but I did reach out and was like, you might want to deal with this because it's pretty uncomfortable staying in your, like, the place was awesome. The cabin was great. It was in a freaking beautiful location. And we stood there and watched like black bears running around and stuff. I mean, it was gorgeous, but a few too many mice.
That is it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we woke up in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the freaking night, could hear the little bastards, but.
Oh, I hate that.
Then like I had like a bag of groceries and they like devoured, gotten into my bread, and I was like, you might want to deal with this issue.
My skin crawl.
But yeah, if those mice were able to think like humans, I'd just give up.
No.
Tell you what, I am out. All right, so weird shit number 4. The locked room library of
Reykjavik?
Reykjavik.
I'm assuming it's Russian?
A sealed room in Iceland's National Library has remained locked for over 150 years, and no one agrees on what's inside. Hidden beneath Reykjavik's National and University Library is a room built in the mid-1800s, sealed by a custom iron door and bearing an inscription that loosely translates to "Open only when Iceland forgets." The key was allegedly lost in the early 1900s, and every attempt to open the door has failed or been denied by government officials. Legends say it contains books bound in skin, arcane maps, or documents that could change the country's history. Others suggest it's simply an old storage room filled with moldy ledgers. But conspiracy theorists aren't buying it, especially since the library blueprints omit the room entirely.
Oh.
My take? Nothing says innocent old library like a hidden room behind an iron door with ominous poetry. If there's a troll-sized necroman down there, I want front row seats.
What is Iceland supposed to forget?
I don't think they're supposed to forget.
Right.
So what exactly does Iceland need to forget before we open it?
Oh, no, I want to know.
Bjork's discography?
Maybe. It was a one-hit wonder, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what to think about this.
I don't either, but if it's not in the plans, it's not innocent.
And then you open it and it's just like something mundane.
Moths.
Yeah. Like we waited 150 freaking years for this. Are you kidding me? Bastards. And that's like what, like you've seen National Treasure.
Yep.
Which, admittedly, another good Disney movie. But, it's like that. Only they did find the treasure, but it'd be like going on that whole generations long treasure hunt and then being like, somebody already found it. It's gone. Which would be my luck.
It's really mops and brooms.
Yeah. And they use like a different dialect and it didn't really say open in case Iceland forgets or whatever. It said like, please ring your mops before hanging them up.
Yes.
Some shit like that. Yeah. So would you rather find cursed knowledge or a really old lunchbox?
Cursed knowledge.
I mean, I want to know. But I don't want them to open it. You know what I mean? Like, you want to like maintain the mystique of it all, but yet you want to know the answers? I don't know.
Yeah. I want to know too.
And
There's several locked rooms across the land. I want to know what's in.
And what's really funny is, in my lifetime, I can remember like multiple different occasions where these time capsules were buried. Do you remember that shit?
Yep.
Going way back to when I was like in elementary school, and I don't remember all the milestones, but I was thinking actually just the other day, and I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I was thinking, we got to be coming up to when some of those are going to be opened. Because some of them were like, 2020, whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, in the year 3000 or something. I mean, it was like relatively soon. I got to believe that some of these time capsules got to be being opened pretty soon.
Maybe not. Maybe we just don't.
Yeah. You don't want to see your old 8-track tapes or whatever.
I don't want to know what it'll unleash because just no.
Yeah. So why does every spooky room have to be in a library or a church?
It's mandated, don't you know?
Is it?
Yeah.
That the rules?
Yeah, those are the rules. You don't break those rules.
I mean, I just think that, I don't know about libraries as much, but churches are like the oldest freaking buildings anywhere, I mean,
they both hold all the secrets.
They hold a lot of secrets, I know.
That would be why.
I know there's all kinds of hidden stuff in churches all over the freaking place. Hidden tombs and all kinds of stuff.
So why don't you explore abandoned churches and only prisons?
There's really not a lot of abandoned churches.
It's true. You'd probably have to go to other countries because they would have them more often than we would.
Yeah, but even in those countries, most of those old churches are still owned by, the vast majority of those old churches are Catholic churches, and they're still owned by the church. So you can't just go exploring without going to jail. And I am not going to jail in Bulgaria or Poland or no.
I agree, considering I won't get on a plane to bail you.
Follow the law. I follow the law here, but when we're talking about like foreign countries, I am terrified of going to jail in a foreign country. I worked with this guy one time, and his name was Cracker. He's a cool shit, man. He's a really cool guy. Anyway, he was in Mexico, and he was in this bar drinking, and the Mexican authorities come in and like arrested a whole group of Americans, and he was included, but he wasn't with the group.
He was just guilty by being American.
Happened to be an American in the same room.
Wonderful.
Group. And so it was like a bunch of rich college kids that were down there partying and shit. Well, they called mom and dad come and got him. And then, but Cracker, it wasn't with him, and he wasn't a rich college kid.
Yeah.
So he's stuck in this Mexican jail. And he was saying that when he was there, and maybe it's still this way, I don't know, I've never been in a Mexican jail, but he was saying that the jail doesn't feed you. Like, is all you get is these little bananas, because it's the family's responsibility to feed the prisoners. So the families then every day would make meals and bring it into their family member who was being housed. Well, Cracker didn't have any family.
Yeah.
So he ended up playing chess for food because he was a really good chess player.
Wow.
So he played these Mexicans chess to earn himself a tortilla or a burrito or whatever. But that scared the shit out of me. That was probably 30 years ago that I heard that story.
Yeah.
And at that point in my life, I decided I'm never going to jail in a foreign country.
It's like all my P's and Q's, all my, yep.
Yeah, I am not interested. Thank you very freaking much. All right, weird shit number 5. I'd never heard of this one either. The cactus cat, Arizona's thorny desert terror. Move over, Chupacabra. Arizona has its own spiny menace. The cactus cat is a legendary feline cryptid said to roam the Sonoran Desert, covered in sharp cactus-like spines and with a thirst for fermented cactus juice. Early frontier reports describe a wild cat-like creature with bristling quill-like fur, a spiked tail, and the unique ability to slash open cactus barrels to drink their juices. But that's not all. Locals claim the cactus cat becomes aggressive when drunk, howling across the desert and clawing at saguaro cacti like a jilted ex at a karaoke bar. Some say its howling can be heard for miles and that travelers have been clawed in their sleep after camping near open barrels of mezcal. My take? It's a drunk desert-dwelling porcupine cat hybrid with commitment issues and a drinking problem. Honestly, I've dated worse.
Yeah, me too.
So, is this the cryptid version of a college spring break?
Yes.
I mean, I gotta say,
I've never heard of this one.
I've never heard of this one, and I'd never heard of a drunk cryptid before.
No.
So I'm fascinated.
It's the legal drinking age for a cryptid. I don't even know that.
I think you'd have to ask a cryptid.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they follow our laws.
This is true.
So do cactus cats get hangovers or just hangnails?
Both.
This is a weird one because nowhere that I read did it is it like scary? It's not like it's going out and draining your livestock of their blood like Chupacabra.
Yeah.
It just gets drunk and makes a lot of racket and acts like a freaking college frat party. Oh.
Frat cat.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about this.
I don't either.
Sounds kind of cool. I kind of want to hang out with
I
him.
want to see that one. Trips to Arizona.
Yeah. So can we hire one to slash overpriced water bottles at Coachella? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. One thing I've learned doing this show is I am not very well versed on cryptids at all.
No.
I thought I was. I'm not like a big cryptid guy, but I thought I had a pretty good handle on the cryptids. But starting with the snallygaster, I began to realize I know nothing.
It all started with a snap.
It all started with the snallygaster. When you hit me with that shit, I was like, what? A what?
And I had heard of the snallygaster before.
I never heard of it. I mean, I didn't realize that we had one in like every state. Of course, I don't know what's Wyoming's cryptid. We just get stuck with Bigfoot, or do we got
Squatch?
Why don't we get our own? I don't know. I want that. What is the cat called? The cactus cat. I want something like the cactus cat, or
jackalope,
the snallygaster, or what is the other one?
There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many, but the one that was like a chupacabra type sounding thing. Remember, we just did that a couple episodes ago. I was like in North Carolina. Yeah, it was North Carolina.
I don't know, but
I don't remember what it was called. It was an ugly bastard, whatever it was, but
I'm certain I have a friend out there listening, just screaming cryptid names at me and into his phone right now.
And then like Fresno, I think it was Fresno where a couple weeks ago or something like that. We had basically the pants is all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about these things. I guess I am very uneducated when it comes to cryptids. I thought that I knew, but I don't know anything.
Well, and I don't know if anybody can know them all because I feel like they're Pokemon and there's always something new.
I think so too. But a lot of these that you read about, it's like for the last 150 years. People have talked. It's not like,
and they're not talking to me about it.
oh, last Wednesday we saw something. It's like this thing has been, and like the giant octopus in Oklahoma. That's another one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And we had the green thing in the Ohio River. Of course, I'm not at all surprised that we got green creatures in the Ohio River, man. That thing causes all kinds of mutations, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about the cactus cat. I don't know what to say about all these cryptids, but I do know that's all I got for us tonight. It's the black screen. So do you have anything to add?
I do not.
All right. Well, we thank you for joining us. We hope you have as much fun doing these as we do, because we have quite a bit of fun. They're pretty cool. I have a good time writing them. We have a good time recording them. They're just fun, easy.
I listen to them again later at work and remember how much fun we had.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. So if you like what we do and how we do it, be sure to give us a like, give us a follow, share this episode with other people. And if you're interested in darker stuff that we do, more of the true crime, the more serious stuff, then check out our other shows. We got Dark Dialogue, the main show, Dark Dialogue, Rocky Mountain Reckoning, Dark Dialogue Distilled, and we're still working on putting together another one that we got. Work is happening behind the scenes.
Yes.
So it's coming.
It's in motion.
It is in motion.
It's idling at the moment.
Working out some logistics, but we're going to get there. So with that being said, check out all that we do and be sure to like, share, follow. Find us on social media. We're on Facebook. We're on X. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're pretty much everywhere. Check out the Dark Dialogue Collective and the Dark Dialogue Adopt a Victim program. You can find that at www.darkdialogue.com. And feel free to reach out to us with questions, critiques, kudos, case suggestions, weird shit, dumb shit, whatever shit you want us to talk about. You can send that to info@darkdialogue.com. And if you have nothing else to add,
only stay safe out there. There's a lot of weirdos.
This has been John
and Angela.
Have a great night.